It's Aaron, the metal theologian, and trying this through the YouTube utility. So if it looks like shit, or like you can't hear me or anything else like that, let me know. Shit, yeah, I'm kind of fucking with this thing right now. Right on. All right, well, if you're just joining, thanks. It's good to see you. Kind of been a while. I just haven't been feeling it, you know? And I didn't feel like phoning it in, so I figured y'all would understand, you know? Hey, Joel, man, thanks for joining. Right on. It's a pleasure. Can you hear me okay? I know there's a certain amount of delay and shit, too, but like... All right. Well, cool, man. I'll assume we're good. So, I have here this blackberry jam, naturally flavored cream soda. And while that sounds really promising, my hopes aren't very high, just because it's one of these private selection ones from Harris Teeter, and most of these haven't been very good. Like that peach black pepper one was really shitty. And there was a mint one, like mint julep or something like that it was, with a cream soda in it that was actually really good. There's the opener. So, you know, and I wouldn't have thought a mint soda would be any good at all. So maybe that was it. My expectations were low. So, you know, anyway, let's see how it is. There's like a sour edge underneath it. It's a little bit jammy, and then it kind of goes into the cream soda, but there's like this weird transition taste that isn't really all that great. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. I mean, I really like the idea of, you know, a blackberry vanilla type thing. It seems like it ought to be good, but yeah, I don't know. Not really blown away, but all right. So, yeah, so it's kind of funny because a lot of what I've been listening to lately, like over the last several weeks, has been like Slavic metal, mostly Russian shit. In fact, I think everything I have today is Russian. Yeah, there are a couple of Hungarian ones, but other than that, I think they're all Russian. Hey, Mick, right on, man. Welcome. Yeah, but I've kind of been on this like hippie shit kick for just like the last couple of days, so might be a little surprised at what I'm listening to, but what can I say? I like this kind of shit. And actually, I just earlier this evening, I went and rewatched an old like favorite psych records of Vinyl Richies. I like went and placed an order online, so it's costing me money doing this shit. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I guess these are kind of just in no particular order. Excuse me, that's a fucking soda. Oh, what's playing in the background? Yeah, listen, whoever guesses first gets 10 points. I deliberately didn't say, so yeah, see if you can figure it out. Because you've never heard it in one of my videos before, I'll tell you that. All right, we're starting off with Magnet. And it's called Dien Grieva, or Dies Irae, which is kind of funny. But yeah, look at this shit, man. It's an old Melodia title. So this one's actually still Soviet, you know? By the way, let me know if the thing's backwards. I've seen that on a couple of Zeke the Vinyl Geeks videos, and I just want to make sure the shit isn't fucked up. So I'll give you a hint on this. Someone's probably going to put an ad on this video over it. But yeah, so this record is I was kind of hoping for more. I mean, you know, they have like Stalin on the cover and shit. I kind of expected it to be a little bit tougher than it actually was. It's not a bad record. I only played it like once or twice, but it kind of seems to go off into some sort of like there's like this introduction aria. It says after B Marcello. Is that what it says? Yeah. Introducția I aria na temu B. Marcello. So that's my shitty like pronunciation there. It's also in English, so I can like translate this shit. All right, cool. Thanks. On the feedback about the backwards. Anyway, so this thing kind of like forays into like these sort of meandering kind of things, but it's pretty decent metal other than that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. This one, it's a good record. But I wouldn't say it's tremendous. Now, excuse me. Here's one that's really fucking good. Just the lead guitar parts, huh? All right, trying to like block the glare here. Give me just give it away. I'll just fucking tell you if you want to know, because I don't want you to get frustrated watching this shit. So this record, this is Oblashny Kraj. And the title of the record is Svobody Zahoteli. So this is a weird record, man. I read about this one on the Colosseum website, and these guys have like a certain sort of punk sensibility about them, but like the way that creeps in isn't like punky songwriting or anything like that. It's more sort of the attitude with which the shit's presented. The writing is unabashedly metal. There are like some weird little like interludes of like, I don't know, like traditional sounding shit or whatever, which aren't really quite my cup of tea, but it's also not like totally like exploitation shit. Like, okay, here's a drinking song that we're going to throw in just because we think it's funny, which I usually find really annoying. So, yeah, so it's a weird record. One thing about most of these is that they're cheap. And that's like a little public service announcement you need to hear is if you dig this kind of metal, you have to pay to ship it from Russia. Okay, but you do that and it's cheap. Like this is like a $10 record. So, and none of your friends have it, guaranteed. Fucking Oblashny Kraj. Fucking. Yeah, man. It's nuts. So anyway, weird record. Good. Very good. Took me a couple times to get my head around it. And in fact, I'm still not quite sure if my head's completely around it, but the hell with it. All right, here's another one that I got turned on to by the Colosseum. I was a little afraid of these guys because they kind of went sketchy later on in their career, but the early records by Korozia Metalla are great. This is Russian Vodka. Their first one's called like the Order of Satan too, like Orden Satani. That's good too. And like these are just thrashy and like have a lot of punch and like a real sort of punk spirit as far as like being sort of in your face in that. But self-aware too in a surprising way too. It's like you don't really associate that with kinds of bands that like, go sketch later on. But these guys seem surprisingly self-aware. So yeah, really good, man. Yeah, I chose this Colosseum, like he had this in like his favorite thrash records, so I had to check it out. What can I say, man? I'm glad I did. Here's another one that's pretty thrashy. Yeah, EST Proba Piera. I think it's kind of funny how the band name is like EST, but then like the album title Cyrillic, because like there's no this isn't a letter in the Cyrillic alphabet. So hey John, man, welcome, right on. All right, the years on these. Okay, so this is funny actually. I'm glad you asked about the years on these guys. The years on these are like late 80s to early 90s, okay? So this one, this Korozia Metalla, I guess there was a tape that came out in like 89, but this record is actually like 93, okay? This is 1990. Looks like recorded 1990, released 91. But again, it's not like I know Russian. I learned how to pronounce it, but I don't know how to, I can't actually read it. And this Magnets one is 88. Looks like recorded 88, released 89. So the funny thing is, this shit is late for my wheelhouse, all things being equal. But since just kind of recently, like within the last 6 months or so, I got really into the Jesus metal. And like I made a video too where I kind of freaked out, like talking about how Jesus metal peaked late. Like early 90s was like prime time for Jesus metal, whereas the 80s Jesus metal was kind of shitty. Well, I feel like in retrospect, that kind of laid the groundwork for me to appreciate this Russian shit. Because like the Russian shit that I've heard that's actually from the 80s is mediocre to bad, you know? End of the 80s, 88, 89, you start hearing some shit. And most of my favorite shit is like 91 to 93 or 94 even. So it's funny. It's like the Jesus metal like paved the way for the Soviet metal. One of life's little ironies, right? So this one, the EST one, is 91. Yeah, three-piece band there. Look at these guys. That guy's pretty awesome looking right there. Like he's the one who looks like he knew what rock and roll was about. This guy was ahead of his time with that goatee. Or maybe he was already a Nirvana fan because he was already that hit. Hey, man, welcome. Jim, right on. So, yeah, man. So this is like, I mean, it looks like kind of like that Danger record from Belgium, if you're into that shit, which I know, Bip Bop Boom is. But this is like a thrash record, man. It's really fucking pretty ferocious. Oh, and there's EST and Cyrillic strip, too. So there we go. All right, here's one that appeals to a geek like me, man, because this is Galactica. And it's called Fatmosfere Glasnosti. Yeah, so Grupa Galactica. And it says it in a English script right there, too. It's funny it says group, too, you know. You see that with, like, the Spanish, like, bands a lot. It's just, like, Grupa and then, like, the name of the band. And, like, you know, you go to, like, a shop where they only have these things in, like, once a year. They'll be filed under G for group, you know. It's kind of silly, but this one's also going to be filed under G, but for Galactica, like, a show that blew my mind when I was not even 10 yet. It was a fantastic show that I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably watched that shit too. Yeah, these guys are kind of weak looking compared to the other guys. This is a good record though, man. I mean, this one's a little bit early. This is 89, so for Russian shit, it's on the early side, right? And it's a Melodia, right, which is the state label. So some of the Melodia shit's good, but you hear some real crap on Melodia too, right? But this one is kind of eccentric. Like I almost want to say it has some like Van Halen moves, like with guitar flourishes and shit like that. But it doesn't have the party vibe that Van Halen does. So it's not really a good comparison. Like it has sort of like the emphasis on the lead guitar and the soloing, but it doesn't just like lose my interest the way that kind of shit does. So that's a good question about the hair products, the underground channels for them. So Jim just brought that up. That's now they do their hair is nowhere near the level of their American counterparts, but they've got some teasing and some of that kind of shit going on. By the way, if you came in a couple minutes in, 10 points. The first person who can tell me what I'm listening to here. It's not normal metal theologian fare. All right, this one's Hungarian. It's funny because, like, I first heard about this band. God, this was glaring really bad. I've kind of known about this band forever, but I wasn't really investigating this Eastern European shit because so much of the prog was bad. But this is actually like mid 80s. This is, I want to say 80, 87. Yeah, Pokol Gep, I think, something like that. All right, I'll just give it up. This is what we're listening to. What can I say? It's been hippie shit weekend. Yeah, no, Magyars are not Slavs. This is not Slavic metal. Yeah, Jim's absolutely right. I wouldn't. Yeah. So, yeah, man, this is like straight ahead metal. Like, kind of has a maidenish vibe. It's really fucking good shit, man. Just Yeah, just straightforward metal, man. Good songs, good writing, good delivery, and it's sung in Hungarian, so it kind of has that extra foreign charm. Because I'll tell you, I can pick out a couple words of Russian, but like, not a fucking word of Hungarian. Yeah, but look at that great cover. Look at that helmet that the guy's wearing. I would wear the shit out of that. I would love to wear that to work. No one would fuck with me then, man. Wear that to a client meeting. They could shut the fuck up, is what they could do. Yeah, and this guy's hair is pretty awesome too. I think that's the singer. I have heard this joke, Jim. I won't spoil it. Yeah, Pokol Gep. This is their second record. I don't know how many they made. I think they made probably half a dozen records, but right on. All right, this one. This might be my favorite band name of the lot. Kruger, like Freddy Krueger. And this one is 1992. This record is fucking fantastic. I've never heard anyone talk about this before. I saw it on a list. And like the other ones, it was cheap. Like it was some Russian list, right? $10. I was like, oh, who the fuck is Kruger? So you have a quick sample on YouTube. I was like, holy shit, I need that. This is fucking hard, man. In fact, all right, fuck it, man. The Dead's over. So I'm going to put on the Kruger record because you're not going to hear this anywhere else, man. I don't even be a dick because you can get this too, you know? This is like heavy thrash. It's like right sort of on the cusp of the death metal shit, but not quite. And I'll tell you, the Russians do that shit well too, man. Like the hard thrash stuff. Yeah, it's funny. I was like in hippie music mode, and I'm getting excited. So now I'm like, oh yeah, let's bust out the metal. God damn it. Shit, come on. Yeah, so here's the cover, like some weird fucking monster, like eating some fucking meat. And check out this back, man. Look at that. It's all red. It could be like Sabbath or something like that, you know. It's fucking... Yeah, what's this record called? Rожденный мраком. Rожденный мраком. Fuck, I fuck it up when I try too hard, right? But it sounds just rough, man. Fucking people talk about German, man. But Russian is really a fucking harsh language, man. Here's another Hungarian one. So we're stepping away from the Slavs for a moment, okay? But this is, I don't know, Ocean, maybe? He's not fucking around, man. This is so good, man. I can't interrupt this dude. Take care, Jim. It's good to see you, man. I'll be geeking out over the shit tomorrow, too, so you won't miss anything. I actually work with Jim. So, yeah, man, this is fucking, it looks corny as hell. Look at that. Like they're hanging out on their tank, and like right there's a sign that says heavy metal on it. Like just sort of generically heavy metal, right? Rock Katonai. But this record's heavy, man. It's a 1990, I want to say. Yeah, Hungarotone. And also, man, this is a really good one. I actually have another one by these guys too, but this is the better record for my money. It's a little bit later, so. Yeah, John, if you're I'll message you some of these if you like need some of the names later because they're hard to spell. Yeah, Hungarian is so weird a language that like I don't even know if these guys play sometimes, you know, or I have to like figure it out by process of elimination, you know. Yeah. All right. Is this coming through at all? It's fucking ferocious. Tom, right on, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. So one last thing about this one. It says all this shit, and then it says zombie hell at the bottom. That's where we are right now. We're in fucking zombie hell listening to Kruger. Right on, Jason, man. Welcome. All right, here's another one I kind of checked out. Actually, we're getting a little bit softer here. But there's another hard one coming. Yeah. All right, so these guys I think are reasonably well known, like probably as well known as like August or August. You know, you see that shit around, or Master. This is Cruz or Cruise, but hopefully is called Cruz right there. But yeah, this band is probably really about as tough as this guy looks. But you know, the songs are good. They're kind of long, actually. The songs are like 4 or 5 minutes. They take a little time to stretch out, you know. And it's a nice record. It kind of sounds like it's 1988, and you know, it sounds like the Russian bands couldn't be this hard and not like sort of get the, you know. So it's not bad. It's a cool record, this one. It's at least as good as that Magnique one. I give this one an easy 7 out of 10, maybe an 8 on a forgiving day. But yeah, it's a cool record, and it's cheap. All right, this one, this is actually going to Satan's orgasm. Yeah, it kind of does. All right, this one might actually be the best one because this one's actually kind of glammy. Like the singer kind of sounds like Rod Stewart. Here, check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one out too. This cover is just too good. Look at that. Formula One, Queen of Lie. Just feast your eyes on that fucking cover, man. It's so good. And yeah, man. The titles are it's sung in English, and the guy's English is better than you'd expect too. I mean, you know. But yeah, American Nights is one of the songs I hear. When's this one from? 92. Russian Eagle, Modest Boy, Hymn of September. Yeah, it's you know, this somehow seems more Russian than this does. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, and they're just write up about how they're like the next pop sensation. You know, not that I can read it, but you know, there's some shit about like the band members and the song titles and shit. So yeah, this is crazy, man. Formula One. It's really kind of a guilty pleasure, this record, man. But I gotta say, I like it a lot. It kind of reminds me of the Mistreated record from France. But yeah. By the way, the one guy's wearing a Slayer shirt, and I'm telling you, this is a glam record. But that guy's still wearing a fucking Slayer shirt. All right. I'm going to switch the order around here. So I'm going to save my favorite one for last. All right, this is Hellraiser. We'll bury you. Look at that dude. He'll fucking bury you, man. That says so right there. It's like the Hollywood sign, only it says, we'll bury you. This one's another one that's pretty thrashy. 1990. It's not as hard as this, but this is pretty hard, man. It's a good record. And, yeah, it's really just balls out, like not subtle at all. And just fucking really good, man. And their English kind of sucks, but that's part of what's awesome about this shit. You know, if their English were flawless. Yeah. No, I could turn it up a little bit, but yeah, it might drown me out then. I've had people say that I've done that in videos in the past where didn't hear. Yeah, YouTube's blocking the audio. Maybe YouTube's blocking the audio because of like copyright shit. All right. This is maybe the worst band name ever. This is Crow Near. Can you see that? It's a pretty good cover. Full Moon Fever. This record's all over the place, man. I mean, this record, none of it's really bad, but some of it is like some of it's like fucking straight up heavy metal, and then some of it's like they're trying some glam shit out. Then there's some shit where it's almost like funk metal. It's all just kind of like all over the place, you know? It's an interesting record. I'm not sure if it's a really good record, but it's interesting. And we're going to try something else for the audio here. Because next on deck is Holostoi Vystrel. And this record's fucking ferocious, man. There's another one that just blew my mind, so hang on a second. Yeah, this one I want to say is 94. No, it's 93. All right, bear with me a second here. Yeah, I love these labels too, by the way. Look at that. Holostoi Vystrel. What's the title? Totalny Ischot. It's actually interesting how the labels sort of started to spring up right around this time. Like pre-1990, it's all Melodia. Then after that, you get a couple of these other ones, like this one's on Moroz. M-O-R-O-Z. The other one's on Metal Agent. This is the Kruger one. What's coming through it all? You know something, man? I was kind of depressed a fair bit of this weekend about news-related shit, so I kind of needed this, you know. I'm with you on the news. All right. What is this record, man? Holostoi Vystrel. You hear that like vocal like distortion? Like I don't know if that's just delay or what the hell it is, man, but it's amazing. Yeah. It might just be my laptop with the audio. I don't know. I'm actually using the YouTube thing for the first time. On previous streams, I used what is it? I use different tools, the Open Broadcast Studio or something like that it's called. So, oh yeah, man, this fucking cover art, man, it's nuts, right? Like this one, the Kruger one. I mean, some of the other ones are great too, you know? And it's amazing how much effort they put into this shit too, you know? Like someone painted that. Oh, that guy right there is pretty fucking fantastic too. That is weird about the background music. I wonder if that's like a fucking, you know, clarity thing or something. Like they think it'll like they think it's noise reduction or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked. That's kind of a bummer, man. Because in that case, I might as well go back to listening to the Dead. Yeah, I think you're right about the background noise there, man. Oh well. Yeah, I don't really recommend this blackberry jam soda. Drank the whole thing. It's okay. It's really just not great. All right, well, that's pretty much what I've got. So I don't know. Have I heard the new Satan? No, I have not. Sorry, I've been actually got all wrapped up in this shit. Kind of spent too much money on it. I'm expecting more shit in the mail too. So I'd like to hear it. I've heard that it's really good, but actually, what I heard about it though was that it was reliably really good, and that almost gives me pause. You know what I mean? Because if I don't know, man, I don't want to like come down on a band for like making good records in a specific vein, but you know, I don't know. I like going after new shit, so I'd like to hear it, but I haven't yet. Yeah, Lip Cream is a pretty goddamn funny name, man. Yeah, someone else was saying something else about the right on about the oh yeah, okay, Lip Cream. I think it's something else. Oh yeah, Let's Born to Rock. That's it. That's a great title. You're right. Let's Born to Rock. Hey, you're talking about a new Angel Witch, or how you'd like to see a new Angel Witch. How are the mid '80s Angel Witch records? I've never checked any of those out. I just had the first one, like Screaming and Bleeding, and those records. Are those good? Are they worth seeking out? The fucking delay is killing us. It's hard to have a conversation. Oh well. All right, yes, so they are worth seeking out. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mr. Bizarro's on. Oh, yeah, totally, man. YouTube. Yeah, Mr. Bizarro's channel is really good. His old videos are still up. Last I checked. It's been a while though. You know, it's weird. It's seeming like some of you can hear the shit in the background and others can't. Oh, okay. Hey, Marty, right on. Marty, you missed me. I was listening to The Dead earlier, so what can I say? There's nothing to be ashamed of with the Manila Road Groove. Excuse me. Yeah, all right. Well, that's about all I've got. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though. It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of a short one. Usually I get going and fucking talk for hours here, but it's 35 minutes. Manila Road all week. Yeah. What's your favorite one, John? I know Marty just got Mark of the Beast or Dreams of Eschaton. It's the same record. I've spent lots of all weeks listening to Manila Road, by the way. Oh, shit, what just happened? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, Crystal Logic and Mark of the Beast. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So we're bonding over that record. Here, I'll bust out my copy real quick in solidarity. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. It's a fantastic record. If you're watching this and you go looking up Manila Road, Mark of the Beast, and you're not liking the title, I mean, you're not liking the price tags, if you get Dreams of Eschaton, which more recently came out on High Roller, it's the same record. Like, I don't know exactly what the deal is with the one versus the other, but it's not exactly the same songs. I think they're in a different order, but I don't know. Hold on. Gotta be gentle with this because it's such an awesome cover from the guy who did that Thin Lizzy art. Fitzpatrick, I want to say. Ah, shit, I don't know. So, the cover of what's playing. Joel, it is this one. Holostoy Vystriel. And as far as I know, this is the only album they made, but it's Totalny Ischod. No idea what it means. All right. And there's a record store too. Wish I could make it out there before all of you, but you know, not up there very often. As far as the new layer, this thing is actually a little bit higher is the only difference. I'm sitting in the living room. Usually when I'm making these videos, I'm using my work laptop, right? And it's actually sitting on the coffee table like this. So I just put something underneath it this time so it look a little bit better. And it seems to be working okay. Total kludge though, man. It's not like a fucking high-tech operation around here, right? In fact, I keep meaning to move that picture because there's a picture of me behind me. And I think it's weird to have pictures of yourself in your house anyway. My wife put it there though, and you know, I don't care. It's not like it bothers me, but you know. But I always think I don't want a picture of me in the background of my video, you know. I'm not self-conscious about the videos, but I don't want to have like me, like, you know, like it seems kind of fucking, I wouldn't say narcissistic. I mean, I suppose it's a little bit so to even be making videos like this, but that just feels like a little bit much. I mean, there it is. See? That's right. Beautiful subject matter, man. Thanks. Right on. Awesome. All right, so here, I'll show something else. This is kind of awesome. Hey, you want to see something else? I got something else to show off. So I went to Cleveland for when we had that evacuation here, right? Because I'm in Charleston, right on the coast, and like 2-3 weeks ago or something, they gave everyone the boot. Actually, it's a mandatory evacuation, okay? And what that means, because I didn't know this before I moved here. We never had these in California. When they have a mandatory evacuation, what it basically means is they're not going to do anything. It's not like they go door to door and like throw you out of your house, but like they don't guarantee emergency services. So if you're in your house, there's a big fucking flood and like you're drowning and you call 911, they may come or they may not. I mean, if they can, they still will, but if they can't, then they can't. You're just fucked, you know? So that's what an emergency or a mandatory evacuation is. So anyway, I was not particularly freaked out about the records because we're actually not in a flood zone. Like most of the town where I live is a flood zone. It's a little bit ridiculous, but we're like in one of the few spots that isn't. So, I mean, we're maybe like 15 feet above sea level or something like that. It's not that much, but between that and then like the 3 feet above the ground that we are, that would have to get to our living room, I really wasn't too stressed. I mean, yeah, when you go away and you don't know, it's a little bit nerve wracking because it's not like all my shit's on stilts, you know, it goes down to the floor, right? But I wasn't really all that stressed up, which is a good thing because I had a really good time in Cleveland and I wouldn't have otherwise. So, oh yeah, so I went to Cleveland, right? And I saw my dad because my parents are both in Cleveland, right? And I was only there for a few days. So anyway, he had a whole bunch of fucking like sci-fi books that he bought like in the '60s. My dad was born in 1940, right? So he has like a shitload of these sci-fi books that he was buying like when he was in his teens and his 20s and that. And like over time, he's kind of been starting to let me have them. So like all sorts of shit like this. Just like look at that cover, man. I mean, it's really just kind of some silly sci-fi stories, you know, and I enjoy the shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking shit, but this isn't like, you know, Isaac Asimov or like J.G. Ballard or something like that. It's just some guy, you know, the stories are entertaining, but these covers are just so good. So, yeah, I got a few more over here. I'll show them off. Yeah, so I'm not going to show them all because there are a couple of boxes of this shit, you know. I love the Foundation trilogy. That is amazing. Like, I didn't even realize till after I was done with the Foundation trilogy that there are no aliens in it, you know, because they just didn't fucking need them. It's awesome. Yeah, Asimov is really amazing. So anyway, though, I mean, I'm just gonna like share some of these covers because they're so good. So yeah, here, check this out, man. Needle, look at that. Yeah, he just didn't need him to write the story, man. You're right, there aren't any robots in there, are there? He wrote other books about robots, though. Fucking really good ones. Yeah, Fred Saberhagen. These are awesome. You know, I mean, I joke a lot about buying records when the covers are cool. But first of all, I totally do. And second of all, it's not just the fucking records. It's these books too, you know? Emperors of Twilight. This one isn't as good. Her eyes look all fucking weird, but yeah, this one he didn't buy that long. I can tell by how the cover feels. Yeah, 94. But most of these are old. Yeah, Philip Jose Farmer. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys, I know who they are, but I haven't actually read anything by them. I might have read something by Philip Jose Farmer. These are the books that Mark Shelton was reading. Totally right. Joel's on the same page with the shit. Hey, look at this, man, by Lester Del Rey. I haven't read this one actually, but I read another Del Rey book and it was really good. I forgot the name of it though. Oh, this is one I was stoked to fucking get my hands on. Check this shit out. This is Building Suspense. Oh, you already see the title there. 1966 edition of the Three Stigmata of Palmer Eldritch. Yeah, which is a fantastic book. Yeah, same deal. It's a bummer with the shit being computer generated because it's just like with the record covers. You know what I mean? Someone painted that. You know, he probably got paid jack shit for it too. You know. Yeah, here's another one by Philip K. Dick, The Crack in Space. Like these are early books of his. I need to hear another record though. I'm probably gonna put on some more hippie shit though, unless y'all really protest a lot. Yeah, 1966, this one too. Look at this one, man. Mars is My Destination. It's funny. My dad has like cheesier taste in science fiction than I do. In that, like, he really likes like the 62. He likes the space opera type of shit. You know what I mean? Like he really likes Doc Smith a lot. You know, and I can dig that shit. I'm not talking shit. Now, obviously, the Philip K. Dick shit's in here too, but that's kind of the stuff I like, where it's like he's taking a lot of drugs. You know, so let me fire these up and I'll show it. Yeah, it's funny if you can't really hear the music, but I'm not talking anyway. Then I guess whatever, right? I will say this. I was really kind of appalled at the idea that I'd have to buy reissues of Grateful Dead records, because I've seen so many of these things over the years, you know. But I'm with you on the dystopian stuff too, Joel. Um, oh, but they did a beautiful job with these reissues, man. I buckled down and just bought them because, like, I wanted them right now. Look at that. Frederick Pohl. All right, there we go. Settle in. Yeah, I'm with you, John. It took me a long time on Manila Road, too. It took me a while to clue into them, and then after that, it took me a while to realize how great they were. That's right, Paul Anderson. They're dead. I got a protest. Awesome. Dude, I hated him for decades, too. I totally get it. I love Kurt Vonnegut. Absolutely. In fact, I don't have any of those books anymore because I read most of them like when I was in college, you know? I should probably get them again because I'm due to read them. Okay, this is a good cover. Look at that. It's so good. Now, if that were a record cover, I don't think there's anyone in the chat or sitting in this living room right here who wouldn't buy this if it were a fucking record cover. You know, Jerry Garcia died actually just a few months after I moved to San Francisco. That was kind of surreal. Oh shit, man! Did you really throw up the vintage Vonnegut's? God damn. Oh man, dude, if you're getting rid of any sci-fi shit, let me know. I'll like come up and take them. Yeah, it's funny. Some of these are missing covers and shit, but most of them are in pretty nice shape. Yeah, survival margin. Yeah, this shit's awesome, man. Just the art. Yeah, look at this. It's an anthology. Look how good that cover is. All right. All right. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there. Oh, this one's cool too. Actually, I'll show this one. Stoked. No, I have no use for fish. I had no use for the Dead before about a week ago. All right, so a good friend of mine, who's actually my record collecting buddy in San Francisco, he's been into the Dead forever, but he's always like hated the whole the trappings and all that shit. So I kind of got the good without the bad. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. Like hanging out with him, I kind of got to listen to the band without having to deal with all the baggage of like their fans. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hang it up. So because Marty's getting angry. I'm just kidding. I was gonna hang it up anyway. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and it's fun. So awesome. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks again for coming in.